Gentlemen out there in Twitchland, Asgardians worldwide, how the hell are ya? Hanging out tonight? Yeah, I'm Chronic Chris, AsgardRadio.com, hanging out tonight with our fearless leader, Mr. Slider. Yeah, we got him on camera for an interview. And look, he's clothed. And we're talking to Robert and Travis
Yes,
from
sir.
Sleep Signals. Now, if
What's
you
up, man?
don't know who they are, they're a kick ass band. I don't know if they're from Oregon or from Minnesota, but we're going to figure that all out in just a minute here. So, where are you guys from?
Right on, man. Thanks for having us. We're currently based out of Central Oregon. We were based in Minneapolis, but we relocated about a year ago out here to the Pacific Northwest, and yeah, so we're a Central Oregon band now.
Okay.
So you guys, yeah, because I mean, your next tour is all out in the kind of like the northwest area.
Yeah. We had a pretty bad bus wreck last year. So this is our first tour back since then. Just a lot of recovery and had to replace all of our equipment and everything. So it's been a year since we've actually toured, and we decided to kind of start a little bit small for this first run back. Nobody's like super stoked to be in a bus or a van again. But yeah, so we decided to start a little bit smaller and just do 7, 8 dates on this first run, and then we're starting to work on some more dates. We'll keep heading east, later this year and then early next year.
Right. Now, I was just talking to Chris before you guys logged on about the accident, and it's been a year. It was on the 10th, right?
We're 3 days shy of 1 year from the accident.
Okay, the 20th.
One day
Okay.
shy of a year. Yeah.
And you guys, I mean, your the tour bus and your equipment, all your everything was just a total loss.
Yeah. And my toes. uh,
But
yeah, I've got
I
two total left,
yeah,
but yes, lost.
right. Yeah, but I mean, everything was a total loss, and you had somebody put a page up to raise money for you guys to try and help you out. Now, it's been a year. How did you guys kind of like recoup it? I mean, I know there's a lot of questions out there that people want to know about, but how did you guys recoup? I mean, you guys lost almost everything you had. So, what was the whole mind process of, okay, we have to get better first, and then what do we do?
Yeah, I mean, it was like a lot of focus on healing. A lot of us were hurt pretty bad. Travis especially took the really the big brunt of it. And so we really took some time at first to just kind of heal up, make sure everybody was feeling good. Ironically, Travis I think was like the first one that was like, let's get back on the road. Let's like start doing this again. And then we just started to kind of piece together our equipment and everything. Shout out to Visa for the credit to do that. But yeah, so it was never not on our mind. We were always thinking about it. We were always working towards it, and we're stoked that it's finally happening. We've still got a lot of work to do in the next month and a half to be tour ready. But we've got all the equipment. We're putting it all together, and we're getting ready to play again.
So, when you guys, I mean, when this happened, obviously it was devastating. I'm sure it was, a little scary for everybody. But when you guys finally got to talk, and I mean, the driver was airlifted. Everybody was, kind of spread out. When you guys finally got to talk, what was kind of like the conversation that was going through your guys' mind?
So it was Travis actually that was airlifted.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was. I knew it was some. I knew somebody was airlifted. I wasn't sure who.
Yeah. So I was life flighted from the middle of the highway to one hospital and then went to another. And when everybody else was just very, I think it was like the next night was when we're like, okay, uh, I don't we've never lost communication, but it was the that very night I was talking about like, oh, maybe I can get better and we can finish the tour, and like, no, we can't do that. You're gonna be in the hospital for like, and I was in the hospital for the entirety of the tour, up until Thanksgiving basically. But you know, we were always in constant contact. We have daily calls, and just we knew that the goal was to get back at least to where we were, and then, you know, get even further as soon as we could. And I did have, like, in the back of my head is like, okay, well, it took so long just to even get all of the stuff set up to go out on that run. I was like, man, this is an insurmountable mountain of things that we have to do and things that we have to get. But we just, you know, been inching away at it all year, and I think we're close enough where we're close enough to go back out and do some dates.
Like, you know, like Robert said, you guys are going to start small and, you know, do a little, you know, what was it, 7 day run. So, you know, you start there, and then, you know, you get back and do what you did before. But, I mean, when this happened, did you, I mean, and literally you guys, I remember it when it happened. I mean, I came home from work, and it was like the first thing that was on my computer was you guys. And I didn't know, you know, obviously everybody, the conditions of everybody, and how everybody's doing, because it was just that day. But when you guys were separated, and you guys, like you said, Travis, you guys were in contact every day. Were you able to talk to each other, you know, immediately, or was that like, shit, you know, how do I get in touch with him? How do I get? All right, Travis was just airlifted, you know, out of here, and I mean, that's got to be a little bit of chaotic, not just for, you know, just the time, you know, what happened, but in your mind is like, how the fuck do we do this again?
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, Travis was airlifted to a hospital. The rest of us were taken via ambulance, and we, you know, so it was kind of a weird thing. I'm a little shady on a lot of remembering a lot of it. I had a really gnarly head injury, so I have little blips of it, but I do remember being in the emergency room, and you know, the other guys were in other emergency room, little, you know, they have them like kind of separated off, the little rooms in the emergency room.
Right. Yeah.
And you know, I remember like laying there and hearing somebody's voice and being like, oh, that's, you know, that's Grant, or oh, that's Jay, that's Wyatt, you know. But you know, I think it was like a few hours before we really got to like see everybody. And Wyatt also had like a pretty gnarly head injury, and he you know, so it was a while before we could talk to him and see him, because he was having a lot of tests done, and you know, just yeah, it was pretty chaotic. And then I think it was probably the next night that we got to
the
see
night.
you,
Yeah, it's all a fuzz to me too. Yeah. But I do remember like kind of everybody in my room while I'm like just completely laid out. And it was just like a thing. We're like, oh, the guys are here. And then